welcome back to another video. At the end of a previous video, I said something about the car being held together with tie wraps somewhere. And basically what it was is there's a little bracket that holds the handbrake cables somewhere in the middle of the car. So this is the bracket, a plastic bracket. And that bracket tends to snap because it's plastic, and those handbrake cables tend to touch the drive shaft and rub the drive shaft. So when Simon was replacing the rear anti-roll bar, he saw exactly that, and he tie wrapped the handbrake cables to this plastic bracket. And there's a solution there's an aftermarket solution that replaces this plastic bracket with a metal one. So I'm just going to post a couple of photos now of what the metal bracket looks like. Once again, there's plenty of installation videos and other review videos for this. But anyway, basically to replace the plastic bracket, you need to remove the fuel tank. And this aftermarket solution, you can just bolt it on as is without actually removing your fuel tank. And if you replace it with an OEM plastic bracket, it's just gonna break again. So apparently it's a known issue on the F-Series BMWs. So I've had Simon install it now, and yeah, I mean, I've just picked up the car, and so far so good with that metal bracket that's been installed by AGA Tools. While he had the car, we continued troubleshooting the front parking sensor issue. So what we've done now is we've replaced the parking sensor itself. So we've now replaced the decoupling ring and the parking sensor, but it hasn't helped. And I think it's a design flaw of the bumper. I mean, I thought so because I think I saw a Brett Barnes video where he installed this same bumper and he had the same issue with one of the parking sensors. And yeah, I think it's a known issue. I think it's probably not going to be resolvable. So have that in mind about the new bumper. And yeah, so that's it. So this video is really about the mirror caps. But then I jumped ahead and talked about the decoupling ring. I think the way I've recorded it is that'll be at the end of the video. But yes, as part of troubleshooting the false detections by the parking sensor, the front right parking sensor, I've now replaced I firstly replaced the decoupling ring because I've seen another YouTube video where false detections by BMW parking sensors could be attributed to a defect with the decoupling rings. But in my case, no, it hasn't helped at all. There's no benefit from replacing the decoupling ring. Okay, now back to the mirror caps. So currently I'm driving to the dyno, and that'll be a separate video, but I have noticed that with the new bumper there is like a weird vibration sound coming from the mirrors.
That noise!
Let's see if we can pick it up. Yeah, those. It's not really coming up right now. I don't know if the car in front is making any turbulent air. Oh, wait. Hang on. No, it's not doing it. Hang on. Maybe it's one window at a time. No, it's not doing it. It's of course it's the case when you have a camera recording, it doesn't do it, but there's some kind of weird whistling sound coming from the door mirrors. So I'm quite sure I've messed up the aerodynamics of the car. You know, there's a couple of little features next to the mirror which are obviously there, intended to affect the airflow. So I think changing the bumper has changed the way the airflow flows on the sides of the car. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change these mirror caps with the M style mirror caps and report back if that actually changes that noise or makes it worse. But of course, right now, I don't know if it's because we're behind this truck and it's you know, we're in its airflow. Oh, he'll turn away now, so maybe he will try again after this guy turns. It's audible within the car normally, without anything. I don't need to lower the windows. I'm just trying to make it better by lowering the windows, but honestly, I haven't got a clue why it's not making it, why it's not making that noise. I will replace the mirror caps and I'll get back to you whether or not that makes any difference. So we did the removal of the mirror caps using the classic method of firstly removing the mirrors. I went to Project 357 to discuss PPFing the mirror caps, and he showed me on, you know, there how you can remove the mirror caps with a trim tool from the outside without having to remove the mirrors, but we did it the classic way. I think I should go back and have him demonstrate the trim tool removal of the mirror caps, the easy way, let's call it, for the benefit of everybody, so we don't have to all keep breaking our mirrors as we do these mirror cap replacements. I think I'll do that as a public service. But anyway, we did it the classic way of removing the mirrors and then removing the mirror caps from the inside. And yeah, what else is there to say? I think I should also mention there's a couple of different types of mirror caps. There's one with a sharp indent. So these are just mirror caps, right? They're not the complete assembly replacement. There's that option as well, but these are just the mirror cap replacements. And there's two versions. There's a smoother, more aerodynamic one, and then there's another version with this sharp indent. And I chose the smoother aerodynamic version, just thinking that it's probably more, well, as I say, more aerodynamic, and also I think it looks more similar to the M2 competition mirror cap than the one with the sharp indent in it. I don't know which one's best, but that's why I chose the one I chose. So I've just done the mirror caps. I've put in the M style mirror caps. From my perspective, on the passenger side mirror cap, I can't see any difference. I can only see the mirror surround, you know, the black element. And on the driver's side, if I come to the driver's side, because it's colored in the color of was it mineral gray or whatever it's called, the OEM color, it looks so much like the road, the color, that from the inside I can barely tell that there's a new mirror cap from the inside. But oh my god, on the outside, do they make a difference? Like, it's I regret I've dismissed so many mods as minor, that, you know, the meaningless minor mods, but in the end of the day they do make a difference. And these mirror caps, the M style mirror caps, they do make a difference on the M140i. Okay, now I'm at highway speeds. I can also say that the small interference sound that I can hear, yeah, I can still hear it. So there is something, I don't know what it is, but changing the mirror caps didn't fix the problem. I'm quite sure that externally the car, because we've changed the aerodynamics of the car, we've created some vortex or some detachment of airflow from laminar to turbulent airflow. Something has changed. Now, one last thing to say is that the problem with the parking sensor, I changed the decoupling ring. That you know, the parking sensor fits into the decoupling ring, but it's still detecting false readings. So that's not good. Still a problem with the front parking sensor, the front right parking sensor. We didn't resolve that, but that okay, it is what it is. It's only when you park. So right now, cruising along makes no difference to me. But I guess this is part of the fun of modifying your car, is dealing with the unforeseen consequences, right? I mean, this is what I found so far. The more adventurous you get, the more out there you get, the more problems you're gonna face. And so far the car hasn't had problems, touch wood, except for maybe now the this clutch smell that I can smell. And I'll get back to you more about the part in a future video.